Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let me readjust. I just picked a zit on my forehead, so if it's bleeding during this, it is what it is. How is everybody today? So, we're going to go over a topic I'm really excited to talk about. It's called What is a Lifestyle? What the hell is actually a lifestyle? So, I'm going to be asking you guys for your input, and I want you guys to join in and just give me feedback because today's lesson, I guess you can call it, is going to be a little bit interactive. So in the chat feature, I'm going to open up our chat here. I'm going to ask you and prompt you, and I want you guys to use the chat and answer me back. And it's for a purpose of this lesson, okay? So just prefacing you with that. Now, what the hell is a lifestyle? It gets thrown around all the time, the word lifestyle. There's lifestyle influencers, lifestyle bloggers, just all kinds of lifestyles around. I want you guys to tell me, what do you consider a lifestyle? Type right in the chat there. What do you consider a lifestyle? There's a reason, I promise you. Because I looked up the definition, the actual definition of a lifestyle, and I'm interested to see what you guys think of it first. Oh my God, I hate picking at breakouts, but they're so hard not to pick at. I'm like seeing it on the screen and I'm like, oh my God, I need this own zip code. Something you can do forever and still feel happy. Okay, that's good. That's one. Yes, I am recording. Nick just yelled my recording reminder from inside. What else? A lifestyle is a way you live your life that becomes basically automatic and easy to do. Something that doesn't take much effort, should come naturally. It is what you do to take care of yourself on a daily basis. A way of living, being a vegan, being athletic, things like religion and all that. Yep, these are all different examples of lifestyles. What do you guys feel is important to a lifestyle? The way you are living. Mm-hmm. So you guys are pretty spot on. So the definition is simple. Definition is just the way in which a person or group lives. We put the spin on it. We decide what it is. But like, I want to ask you guys, if just in general, a lifestyle is how people live, how a group of people live, then why do we throw it around all the time in regards to diet or mentality or the way we handle the managing of our illnesses and things like that? There is no good, there is no bad, there is no right, there is no wrong. A lifestyle is just a lifestyle. It's any which way you live. It could be the way you're living right now. It could be like right this second, right? So what actually is a lifestyle to you guys in regards to what we're doing here? Because when I was talking to most of you, on our first call together, the most popular thing I hear is, I don't want a quick fix. I want a lifestyle. So in that regard, what does that mean to you? When you're saying, I want a lifestyle, I don't want a quick fix, what lifestyle do you want? The reason I'm asking, it's important. The reason that I'm asking you guys, there's like no comfortable way to sit with this weather today. The reason I'm asking you guys is because I think it's important as a measure of just something else that we put ourselves down for, or we think we're not achieving. A lot of times we are hardwired to want something, to want to achieve something. And not only do we not recognize the progress along the way to get there, but we don't even think that there's steps to get there, that there's things to achieve in order to get there. Let's say, I'm going to tell you guys my ideal lifestyle, right? Oh, I like it. I'm getting a bunch of entries here to read. Wait, before I tell you about mine. Okay. This will be a lifestyle when I crave and look forward to foods on daily practices that make my body feel good. I want to be able to eat food I enjoy and live life to the fullest, just socially, but also want to feel good physically. Like a lifestyle that I can wake up, feel better, and I know I can do everything to help maintain symptoms of a daily basis that can help us get through the day and still feel good and productive instead of just choosing the better option, but truly wanting it most of the time. I love that. Okay. So these aren't even lifestyles that you guys are describing here, because a lifestyle in the way in which we live would be, okay, so I live an organic lifestyle. I live a vegan lifestyle. I live, like, there often comes a label with the lifestyle that includes the steps in which we take to make that lifestyle. If you're a vegan, let's say, which is the easiest one, someone mentioned it, it's like the easiest one to use. But if you're a vegan, the steps you take are you don't eat meat products, you don't eat animal products at all. But these lifestyle tips that these lifestyles that you guys are telling me about, what steps would you feel you needed to have in place? Not what steps you need to take, but what aspects of your life would have to be there for this to be your lifestyle? Or have you never thought of that? And that right there is the trap. That right there is why we are hanging on by a thread with bated breath, waiting for results to show themselves to us before we believe it can be a lifestyle, rather than knowing the lifestyle we want and deciding to create it. That's the trap in mentality. And that's why we get so hard on ourselves. And we always have this little thing in the back of our head that's like, is it too good to be true? Like, if I achieve something good, is it too good to be true? Like, oh, it's probably a bad reading on the scale. It was probably, I didn't measure correctly. I was bloated. I must be bloated now because I don't feel like I've lost anything. We talk ourselves out of the things that we want to put into place to make it a lifestyle, because unless we have them all in place, we don't feel we have that lifestyle, when really we could be working towards that lifestyle every single day. And that includes pinpointing the specific parts that embody that lifestyle. So for you guys, I want you to know, I want you guys to tell me now, create your lifestyle. Tell me the things that you want that embody the lifestyle that you want. For me, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I want a lifestyle where we travel a lot. That being said, I want to become really good at navigating different cultures, different foods, things like that, so that I can, because vacation is one thing, but if you're traveling a lot, you want to make sure that you're still kind of watching what you got to watch. So I want to be able to navigate how to handle my body traveling. I really want a lifestyle where we are able to go, I'm spitballing here too with you guys. I really want to have a lifestyle where Saturdays is my family day, where we plan one fun thing to do as a family together every Saturday. I really want the lifestyle where we grow our own food. We're working on building our garden in the back. I'm doing a lot of research on hydroponics and stuff like that. Grow other things as they become available to us in this area. But those lifestyle things that you want to have, like, I want you to start thinking of that. I don't want you to wait till you see relief to start thinking of the good things that are coming your way, because it's going to get incredibly difficult to believe that any good is going to happen for you guys, or that lifestyle will be achieved if you avoid thinking about it, because what if it doesn't happen? What good does that do you? Are you going to be disappointed if you don't think about good things and good things don't happen? Yeah, you're still going to be disappointed. Are you going to be disappointed if you think of good things happening and they don't happen right away? You probably still be disappointed. But my point is, if you keep working at that lifestyle, no one's to say you're going to have it in a month. You're going to have it in a week. It might be 3 years till you have that lifestyle, but you're working towards that every day. You're putting the things in place that you want every day. I want the lifestyle where I am able to work from home, but I wake my kids up in the morning and get them ready for the day. I put them to sleep at night. I really want to have the type of lifestyle where I'm able to do the majority of our cooking from home. So that would require me to become better at planning and prepping, not just having like the basics in my fridge and slop them together at night. Like stuff like this is stuff I'm working on still. So I want you guys to reflect on this and say to yourself, like, oh, wow, like she doesn't have it all together yet, because I don't. Anybody who tells you they do, I don't know, is like an egomaniac or they're lying, but nobody has it together. And every professional in every industry should strive to keep improving. If you ever come across a professional in any industry who thinks that they have peaked and that is it and they're the best and they need nothing else, run, because that's somebody who is limited in belief. So all of us are continuing to grow, to evolve, to build this lifestyle that we want. I don't want you guys to chase a pipe dream thinking you need to see proof of that lifestyle existing without us actively working towards it. Is this making sense to you guys? Is this like connecting with you guys? Am I making sense or am I rambling? Because this thought came into my head last week when I was thinking about it, because I saw someone trying to sell courses to lifestyle bloggers. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, if a lifestyle is just the way in which we live, what the hell is a lifestyle blogger? And it just got my gears turning, where I was like, we put so much pressure on ourselves to not only fix our illness, lose weight, manage symptoms, but also have to have this elusive lifestyle. Well, we don't know what the hell it is. It's just been some trendy word that's thrown around on social. Let's see. I want to read what you guys are writing. Instead of just choosing the better. Oh wait, sounds like this is relating to adopting a daily structure. Yeah, absolutely. Like for me, I wanted the lifestyle of a successful entrepreneur, female entrepreneur. This is not the only business that I have in the works, and developing products as well and all of this. And I knew that in order for me to multitask as somebody with ADD, well, ADHD technically, like I had to get good. I could no longer just use that as a crutch. I couldn't say I have ADHD, it's never going to happen for me, or I have dyscalculia, I'll never be good at business. Like I'm not accepting that. So I knew to have the lifestyle of a successful female entrepreneur, I had to have systems in place. I had to get good at managing my schedule. And as you guys can tell, I'm not always the best at that. I'm human, but you should have seen me, like, even last year. Some of you guys that are with me that are my vets, I'm sure you have seen a difference in the past year. Just the amount of stuff that I've taken on, I don't take on more stress with it, and I'm more efficient. And that has come in time, in practicing and getting good at structure, sucking at structure for a really long time. It's part of the lifestyle I want. I have to grow it. I have to be good at this stuff. So, we're all works in progress in that way. The lifestyle want, I feel confident and be able to work a job. Oh, wait, where'd you go? Work a job that I love, as well as travel and have Saturday off and have time for me and friends and family. That sounds lovely. I feel like people started saying lifestyle instead of diet when dieting became kind of more taboo. Yeah, basically, it's like someone messaged me about this yesterday. Oh, my girl, about the cauliflower pizza crust, and we were talking about it. So there's so much crap marketed out there for people who are gluten-free, who are, health conscious. And it's so funny because the health conscious stuff, if you logistically look at the labels, like they still suck, like they're not great. But they have a certain look to them. They have a certain aesthetic. They use certain keywords. It looks very natural looking. The label's usually some form of taupe or brown with some kind of white script. Like everything is very scientifically marketed and packaged to seem healthy, because that's the craze. And it's technically gluten-free, because that's the craze, but it's still just as bad for you, and it's the same thing with lifestyle versus diet. You're absolutely right. People started pushing lifestyle when diet became a bad four-letter word, but it's still, that's exactly why I'm doing this call, is like, what is a lifestyle? We can all decide. If anybody wanted to say, you know what, screw it all, I want to live on Oreos all day. I want to eat Oreos and I want to make an Instagram about my life of eating Oreos. I'd say if that's the lifestyle you want, let's get cracking on some Oreos. You know what I mean? What a lifestyle is or isn't, or how good or how bad it is, that is all subjective to each and every one of us. There is no general lifestyle. to pine after. It's just our best life, the lifestyle we want that we're working towards. So should we be aiming to visualize our ideal or desired lifestyle and break down what that would entail, or is it better to take the pressure off creating this new lifestyle or book? So I think you have to judge yourself on this a little bit too. So for me, I am an eternal dreamer. I love it. It drives me. It makes me feel so motivated is when I think of the things that I want to achieve, things I want to see, I want to feel, I want to have. I visualize it. I daydream. I've always been a daydreamer. Again, ADHD. Like entertaining myself in class. So if that's how you are, run towards that. Visualize that. Attract that. Real like last night. One of my favorite things to do to fall asleep is to visualize. Is to manifest. Manifest. Please hold. I had the hiccups for like 3 hours today. It was awful. My favorite way to fall asleep is to manifest. I will really try to focus on visualizing an outfit that I want to put together for like a party or something coming up, or what my future house will look like, my ideal kitchen, little things like that. And that's how I love falling asleep like that. But if you're the type that puts pressure, that if you think about it, it has to be real, and then you put the pressure on yourself of failing, and that it's an anxiety trigger for you, then don't think of specifics, but think about how you want to feel living in your ideal lifestyle. What are some of the emotions you want to experience day to day? What are some just, happy things you want to see? Some new things you want to see or feel or think? And dive in more on the emotional, non-tangible side. Judge it for yourself, but don't run away from thinking of the future. Don't force yourself to continue just thinking. Because Nick and I used to actually argue a lot about this. He's very much the tangible, he's the math teacher. He's the one that's like, I need something to be mine right now for me to even think of it. Or I need to see it and understand and have the steps in place for me to believe it exists. We're very, very different. He is very much the practical one, and I'm the dreamer. So judge it for yourself. Am I ever going to get Nick to sit there and, daydream about his mansion in Hawaii one day? No, he's never going to be that kind. If he sees a picture of a nice house in Hawaii, he just thinks that someone has a nice house in Hawaii. I'm the one that's like, what would it be like living in Hawaii? Let me put up a Facebook status about it. Let me see. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Judge it for yourself. But whatever that is, stop forcing yourself to think I have to fit some kind of mold of a lifestyle, otherwise I suck. I want you to think about what you want for your future, which is surprisingly hard to do when you feel like you don't even want to be in this current time. How the hell could you daydream about your future if you hate your current status? If that's the case, we got to talk, because that's going to be a big thing to get through. Let's see. Okay, so any other questions on what is an actual lifestyle? I had the idea that I want you guys to put 5 to 10, let's say 5 to 10 words that embody or represent your ideal lifestyle. So I want you guys to write that. I want you to write 5 to 10 words that just embody your ideal lifestyle. Write it in the chat for me, and I'm going to explain to you what I want you to do with that. And I'm going to do my own too. I wanted to do it on the fly with you guys. 1, because I ran out of time, but 2, because I think it's better, instead of me having 2 hours to prepare this list, if I have to think about it on the spot with you guys. But also because I ran out of time. All right, 5 to 10 words, your ideal lifestyle. All right, I don't even know how many this is, but I'm going to read mine, then I'm going to read some of yours. So, travel, free. Wouldn't it be nice if lifestyle was free? Like if we could just like we never had to pay for things. Everything's free. No, but I mean like freedom. Like the freedom. Like you're free to do it. I'm free to make my own hours and travel and things like that. Happy, healthy, and flexible. Because when I think of healthy, I think of my mind immediately goes to food, and that's not always what I mean. Like I don't know about you guys. It's like my second nature is I think healthy food. I think society has a lot to do with that. But I want healthy in my body, but like physically too. I want to feel flexible. I want to feel youthful. I want to be able to move, and walk and not be sore and all of the things that I think flexible really embodies. Cooking, business, new experiences, family, modern, modern family, if you will, impactful, comforting. Those are some things about my lifestyle that I want to experience. So let me read some of yours. So, awesome. I love all of this. Free, wondrous, stress-free, healthy, happy, thriving, healthy, fulfilling lifestyle, peaceful, balanced, enjoyable, passionate, venturous, family-centered, loving, content, freedom, joy, travel, love, happiness, abundance, wondrous, fulfilling. This is like making me feel like in a good mood just reading this. Financially stable, fun, secure. Love all of this. Hopeful. These are great. Now I want you to realize that none of this. Here's the badunch. None of the things that you wrote, none of the things that I wrote have anything to do with the clothing size. Thank you. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. But that's the point. None of us mentioned a pant size here. None of us here mentioned wearing a bikini on the beach. So my question to you is this lifestyle that we want to pursue, because so often I hear, weight isn't the most important thing to me. Weight isn't the most important thing to me. But I think society, past failures, being judged, not being good enough, not being attractive enough, I think we subconsciously tie all of that to our size. And I want to just drill it home to you guys that don't allow the idea of a healthy lifestyle or just a lifestyle, not a diet, like you mentioned before, all of that. Don't let that make you forget that subconsciously we're kind of brainwashed to be focused on the size. But really what we want is to have all of these things and not feel bad about the way we look. Because if we loved the way we look and we took that off our plate, exactly how you guys look right now, right this freaking second, you look in a mirror and that's what I'm talking about, right? If you actually liked that person and you found them attractive and you accepted them, most of the shit on our lists, with the exception of finances and travel and family and things like that, most of the shit on our lists are just around the corner in attainability. Let that sink in for a minute. And none of what we wrote has anything to do with size. So whenever you feel like you're so far away from that lifestyle you are just dying to have and craving in your life, and you want some hope that could be yours, I want you to realize how many obstacles we put coming from right up here. Because ultimately, if you love you, that's half the battle here, guys. You can be half on your way to attaining every single bit of your lifestyle you want. Is this, I don't know, if sometimes I get excited about these ideas and like lectures, lessons, whatever that come into my head, and I don't know if they're actually good or connecting with you guys. I'm a big feedback person. So is this connecting with you guys? Is this touching home? Like, is it like, wow to you? Because it really was to me. I was just floored. I was like, even for me, I feel a little bit self-conscious when I get an extra pimple on my face, or, oh my God, I've been talking about skincare and how great my skin is, and then all of a sudden, you know, my body went nuts and all this. I know that this happens with PCOS. I know that there are times, there are lulls, you know, your hormones change. We are always managing it. It's what I teach. It's what I confidently teach to you guys every day. And still sometimes it comes creeping at me and I have to remind myself of everything I teach you guys, you know. But when it comes to a lifestyle, it just amazed me to see how we don't realize that we are in the way of having almost everything we ever want, because it can be ours even as we're doing this, you know. So let's see here. Yes, awesome. I think this is great. We always talk about lifestyles in terms of goals of being skinnier and eating differently, but really what we want is what we talked about: freedom, happiness, fulfillment, etc. True that. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, absolutely. You know, like the things we want have nothing to do with size. We could have them now. Groundbreaking to me, like mind blowing to me. And I do this every day, all day. You know, so what I have for you guys for the week going forward is, one, I already posted about it. I posted about the fatigue workshop or e-course or whatever. I'm not going to launch that until, I guess I'm going to have to wait. I'll wait till Friday, whatever. But if you guys do watch some until Friday, if you could tell me what your honest thoughts are. It's my first actual like solo, I'm not even coaching them kind of e-course. So I would really value your honest feedback. Two, I want you to continue dwelling on the lesson we went over today. Throughout this week, I want you to look for evidence in your day-to-day that the parts of the lifestyle you want are actually there. Now, I'm not saying everything. If you don't make a lot of money at your job and you're stressed about money, that'll probably still be there. But I want you to try and look for other areas that maybe you haven't been recognizing that your lifestyle can evolve there. You know, maybe there is joy at home in a place you didn't realize before. Maybe there is, if you took how you feel about yourself out of the equation, maybe you do have a lot more freedom than you thought. You know, maybe your family's all jacked up and weird, but maybe you recognize and appreciate something different about them that you haven't before. You know, maybe you feel happier this week. You realize you're making an impact this week. Whatever the case may be, I want you to keep thinking about the lifestyle you want to create throughout this week. And tell me, tell the group, the page, whatever you want, where you're seeing places that you didn't even recognize that your ideal lifestyle already is happening. All right. And then as usual, feel free to give me any and all feedback when I post this recording in the page. And yeah, I just feel really like light and happy after this lesson, because it felt very freeing. As I was writing my notes for it, I was actually smiling like a jackass. And I was just like, this is going to be great. I hope I make sense, you know, because it put me in a good mood. So I hope it did the same for you guys. If you have any questions or anything at all, you feel free to reach out. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for tuning in. So bye.